What's happening, guys? Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection YouTube channel, and I'm here again with my good buddy, Hector Martinez!
Charlie! What it is?
You know, I always get so excited when I come over to your place because you have the perfect setting for these episodes. Between Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, the Crow, it's all here, man.
Thank you so much.
Man, thank you for having me. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be featuring a special dedicated episode to Brandon Lee from his films Rapid Fire and The Crow. And Hector has the most incredible collection of personal memorabilia from these movies that were on the sets, right? With Brandon Lee and the cast from the items that we're going to show here today. So I'm really excited to get to this because they hold a lot of prominence. They seem to be very rare. A lot of these I've never seen before. So I'm going to let you take this over. I'll ask you some questions along the way, but I'm going to let you start and show the guys what you're going to present to them today.
Sounds good, Charlie. Well, you know, Charlie, I've always said before that The Crow has a special part in my heart. The Crow is Brandon Lee's masterpiece. To me, The Crow was to Brandon Lee what Enter the Dragon was to Bruce Lee. Because most people remember Brandon from The Crow. So when Brandon passed in '93, it touched me. It's something like it brought me back to the '70s when Bruce Lee passed. You know, because you and I grew up watching the Green Hornet, Bruce Lee and the Green Hornet. We enjoyed him in Marlowe, Here Come the Brides, Ironside. We enjoyed that early Bruce Lee. So when he died, it was like a piece of us died with him. So Brandon will forever be special to me and to many of you out there. So today, Charlie, I decided to bring out some pretty rare pieces from my personal collection.
I'm excited because we've been speaking about this for a few weeks now, trying to set this up. So I'm glad I'm finally here and we're about to show these spectacular items. So
thank you, man.
What do you want to start with, man?
And I'm going to guarantee a lot of the collectors out there, a lot of these things have never been seen in public before. Because the thing is that to acquire some of these things, you have to have certain connections.
Absolutely.
So I've been blessed to meet a few people that were involved in the production of The Crow. And most of these things come from Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where The Crow was filmed.
That's where they were filming it, absolutely.
But before we start on The Crow, let's start with Brandon's earlier material. So we all know Brandon did a film called Rapid Fire back in 1992.
That's one of my favorite Brandon movies.
Rapid
Fire, I love it.
I love Brandon Lee and Rapid Fire. This is one of those promotional t-shirts. It's quite common. It's not a rare t-shirt. You can actually see it. But this is...
But what makes this one special?
Well, it's special because it's Brandon Lee.
Right, absolutely.
It's special because it's Rapid Fire. But I'm going to show you the special ones as we go along.
I got you.
So Charlie, this one is, it wasn't involved on the set of the film. But it's a promo shirt.
It's beautiful.
Right.
I love it.
So this is Rapid Fire. Now, these movies were made to give more interest in the up-and-coming film of, you know, Rapid Fire for Brandon. So I love the graphics on this one.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I've never seen that one before.
Yeah. Now, the following one, this one is very special to me because this is also a promo t-shirt from Rapid Fire. But this is a pretty rare tank top.
I like that because he wore the black tank top in Rapid Fire. So.
Correct. So Brandon, this is kind of like an in memory of Brandon with his with his tank top.
I remember that when he wore the tank top in the movie.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And it's a pretty good piece. One of my favorites, actually. Now the following one is pretty rare because this one is again Rapid Fire. But this one was given out at this radio station.
Wow, the Fox Classic Rock.
Yes, it was
103.5.
So this was one of those radio station promo giveaways.
So they must have been giving these out when the movie was released, right? And then they were using these as giveaways to promote the movie when Brandon was still alive.
Of course, back in '92.
'92,
right?
Wow.
But this is actually before the film was out.
Yeah, okay.
They were promoting
the film,
right?
Yes.
So
wow, that's a nice one.
Once again, this is from the Fox Classic KRFX 103.5 FM.
Now, some of these, did you get these on eBay, or did you kind of get these from the radio station at the time? Or how did you
Some of these, I get them on eBay, and I also got them through other collectors as well.
Okay, got you.
So some people see my channel, and or they see photos on Facebook, and they see that I'm a Brandon Lee fan.
Yeah.
So they send me these offers.
Yep.
Right. So this is a pretty cool piece. Now, Charlie, this one is very special to me, and well, I'm going to let it speak for itself.
Wow, look at that.
This is a denim. It's a black denim jacket, and it belonged to someone named Tom.
Okay.
But what makes it special, Charlie, is that this one was used on the set of Rapid Fire.
I could see that. Wow. Now, that was actually on the set.
This is a crew jacket.
Crew jacket.
Right, the people that worked on the production of Rapid Fire. So apparently one of the guys that worked, his name was Tom. So, and what I dig is the, I never really found out what this meant, but I believe it means fire in Chinese.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's rare where you see something else besides it just saying Rapid Fire.
Yeah.
That's very interesting that it has the Chinese character on there as well. Wow.
Right.
Very nice. That's a very original piece. I've never seen that one either. And that one was actually on the set.
It was on. It was used by one of the crew members. Yeah.
That's great, man. Wow.
So it's one of my favorite pieces.
About rare.
Yeah.
All right.
So
now these.
Now, Charlie, yes, we're gonna get into The Crow,
which is your favorite film.
Which is my personal favorite Brandon Lee film. Absolutely, The Crow. So most of you may not know this, but Dimension Films and Miramax put out The Crow after Brandon passed.
Okay.
But originally, Paramount Pictures were the ones that were going to put out The Crow. That was the film company that was involved in the project. But sadly, when Brandon Lee passed from that fatal accident in 1993, Paramount wanted nothing with the film. So a year later, the movie was distributed by Dimension Films and Miramax.
Wow.
So
what's this shirt from? This is from
1993, while Brandon was still alive during the production of The Crow. And Paramount started to promote the film already.
Wow, so that's a T-shirt that was put out by Paramount to begin promoting The Crow when they thought they were going to be distributors of The Crow.
Correct.
While Brandon was still alive.
Correct. As you can see, it says coming this summer.
Yeah.
So they were already involved with the Crow production. But the movie was slated or scheduled to be released in the summer.
That's beautiful, man. Wow.
Yeah. So
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so this is from Paramount Pictures. But again, Paramount backed up when Brandon passed away.
Yeah. So they backed out of the project, and then Dimension took over.
And then Dimension, because Linda Lee said, no, this movie has to... Well, the movie, The Crow, was actually canned. When they didn't know what to do with the movie.
Yeah.
And maybe like 80 or 90% of it was complete. And so they found a double. They finished it, and Linda Lee said, I want my son to be remembered through his, his last film, which was The Crow. Now, Charlie, this is another amazing T-shirt. It's not amazing just because I own it, but it's just, it brings me a lot of pleasure.
I hear you.
I've never seen another. This is a soundtrack T-shirt to The Crow.
And we know how much you like soundtracks.
I certainly do, and The Crow soundtrack is probably one of the best soundtracks ever.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's great.
So, as you can see, Charlie, the T-shirt on the bottom says, See it.
The Crow, see it.
And then when you turn around, on the top, it says, Hear it. Yeah.
So that was obviously promoting the soundtrack then, right?
Promoting the soundtrack, and it's here's a list of all the musicians that participated in the soundtrack. All the groups.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that T-shirt before.
So it says original motion picture soundtrack: 9 Inch Nails, Stone Temple Pilots, The Cure, Rage Against the Machine, Helmet, Pantera, and others.
So, yeah. Wow. Look at that. Very interesting T-shirt.
Yeah, so this is a soundtrack T-shirt to promote the soundtrack of The Crow. And on the bottom it says, on Atlantic Interscope Records. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's one of my favorites.
Another rare piece.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, Charlie, we had featured this T-shirt before on one of your episodes, but being that we're talking about rare T-shirts, I thought I'd include it again.
Good, let's see it.
So, once again, this one was given to me by my late and great friend, Mr. Keith Kozar. May he rest in peace. Keith worked on the set of The Crow.
Now, this has a lot of very old looking. Now, why is that? Is that designed that way, or did it just wear and tear throughout the years?
I believe it's wear and tear. But this is from the special effects department of The Crow.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why it has the cuts in it, maybe.
Yeah, and he told me it's the only one in existence.
So this was for the special effects crew to wear?
To identify that they were part of the special effects department. Right.
So this was actually on the set then?
This was actually on the set. If you can see, it's got some wear and tear from the work. I mean, these guys were physical workers.
Right, right.
You know, and... so this is from the, and it features the bird, well, the crow.
Yep, look at that.
And it says The Crow on top, it's in flames.
Wow, so, that is incredible.
These were made just for the members of the crew, so maybe like 10 or 15 were made.
Not many. Mm-hmm. That's what makes them so rare. There's only a couple out there.
Indeed.
And most of them are probably destroyed now.
Probably so, yeah. I mean, The Crow was, what, 27 years ago?
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I feel like it just came out. And another 27 years just flying by.
We're getting old, bro. We're getting old. You know? Now, Charlie, now this one is another rare T-shirt. It's a standard black T-shirt in the front.
But look at the back.
But when you turn around...
Makeup.
This is from the makeup department of The Crow.
Wow.
Yeah. And
imagine being on the set with all the different T-shirts running around, makeup, special effects, production, wearing the T-shirts, the cap. I think we need to dress in these shirts, man. I tried doing that. Hector didn't want me to put them on, though. They're too vintage.
Well, it was to identify the workers, you know. But this one says makeup, FX.
Special effects, right?
And then The Crow.
The Crow.
And then
look at that image. I love that image.
It's got an image that's kind of like a cross between Brandon and James O'Barr's original Eric Draven from the comic book version.
Yes.
So
yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is one of my favorite shirts. This is from the makeup department. It's the people that put Brandon's
makeup on. That was extensive job there to make them look the way they did.
Indeed,
what a costume that was.
Now, Charlie, this one here is quite special again. It's a one-of-a-kind T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yes, and this one is from The Crow Model Shop.
Okay.
So in the beginning of The Crow, you see the camera panning throughout the city. Mm-hmm. You know, it's nighttime and it's raining. And then Sarah gives an intro.
Yes.
Right, so that was actually a model. They weren't real buildings.
Ah,
it was a model.
So that was a prop set. They made that up.
Yeah, it was a prop set. So this is the guys that did that. These were the T-shirts that they would wear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all the different T-shirts. This way you could identify, like you said, all the different people that were working on the set at the time.
All the different people. Now, the back of the T-shirt is what's really amazing. It's a special effect.
I'm trying to read it.
You're trying to make out what it says?
Let's see if anyone can read it on there. Let's hold it there for a second.
There we go. You got to see it from a distance.
If anyone knows what this says, write it in the comments before we say it and let us know if you guessed what's on the back of this T-shirt.
Let's see. You got to.
It's like a mind game here.
Yep. You got to put them all together. I mean, it's from a distance that you got to see it.
Wow. So do you know what it says, obviously?
I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, because I forget what... I think I guessed it one time when you originally showed this to me. You did. And now I can't see it.
It's actually Crow Model Shop.
Ah, okay. Now I see it.
Could you see it, everybody?
Crow Model Shop. That's a fun T-shirt.
And the front has kind of like... It's got the crow. It's got a building, and it's got pieces of wood. Like somebody was constructing something.
Yeah, constructing it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very nice.
Isn't that awesome, Johnny?
That's a fun one.
Well, this one here is, I'll leave that one for last.
Okay. So
now, Charlie, I want to show you, this is actually, it's a crew cap. Mm-hmm. And these are the caps that the crew members wore. I'm not going to put it on because I'm a bit sweaty. These are the caps, and as you can see, it says the crow. It's got a skull, and then the crow wings.
Wow, look at that.
So you'll take a closer photo.
Yeah, I will. Yep, that's a nice cap there. Well, so the crew are wearing the T-shirts, some are wearing the caps. Right. So they really were dressing the part.
Right, or both.
Or both.
They'll put the T-shirt on and the cap. And the cap.
Yeah.
So this is not a cap that you can walk into a store and buy.
Yeah.
They were made specially for the crew members. So, again, I got this from the guy that I picked up the T-shirt from Wilmington, North Carolina.
And that's what makes these pieces so special, guys. These have a lot of prominence because they were actually on the set of The Crow when they were filming The Crow, whether it's the cap, the t-shirt, and anything else. And now we're going to come to these beautiful, these are my favorite.
Thank you.
Beautiful bomber jackets.
I
want one of these. I want to wear it every day.
I love this one. This one is another crew jacket. You know, it was very cold on the set.
Yeah.
Very cold. So this is when they worked outside.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It's leather.
Yeah, it's leather, real leather.
And as you can see, it says The Crow in the front. But it was cold on the set, inside, but mostly outside, actually. So they
in a lot of the behind the scenes video that you see on YouTube now, where they're showing the making of The Crow, you see some of the men wearing these jackets.
Wearing them,
and the crew that were making had these jackets on, the cap. So they hold definitely a lot of prominence, man. Beautiful jacket. I love that one.
Thank you, thank you. Now, Charlie, these are pretty cool, but these are actually my favorites.
Yeah, let's bring those over here.
Yeah. Now this one,
because these are not bomber jackets, right?
These aren't bomber jackets. These are also crew jackets.
Okay.
They're hoodies, and they were made again for the crew.
Right.
But what's amazing is the back.
Yeah, look at that. Very nice.
Crow crew.
Yep. Crow crew.
Yep. So this is now this jacket is actually in Heather Holmberg's Bruce Lee auction catalog
from the 90s.
From the 90s, from the what was the name of the auction?
Yeah, the Heather Holmberg auctions. Yeah. Right? I'm gonna see if I could find it in her catalogs, because I have all those Heather Holmberg catalogs that specialize either in Bruce Lee memorabilia or Brandon, and we'll show a picture of that and these jackets in those catalogs and what they were selling at the time for.
Yeah. So I got two of them.
Look at that. That's a beauty. I love it.
Yeah, one is small.
Okay.
For the missus.
Yep.
And the other one is extra large.
Well, I'll take the extra large one before I leave today, because I want to wear that one on a regular basis. Very nice.
So, you know, Charlie, the thing with The Crow is that it's a gothic film.
Yes.
It's very mysterious.
Very dark.
Very dark.
Very
kind
eerie.
of like, you know, it's more like, you know, Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. It's got a little Batman-ish quality to it. Not many people were turned on by The Crow when it was released, but it instantly resonated with me.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think it was a little too dark and eerie for a lot of people. Yeah. You know, I think they were expecting something a little different. Instead of that comic book character of The Crow. Yeah. But I think it was classic. Yeah. I mean, every time I watch it, I get chills to this day. Yeah. Yeah. And every Halloween, I tend to watch it again, over and over again.
I'm ready next week, man. I got my sound, baby. Hey, we got to do it. So The Crow to me is like Enter the Dragon to you. Yeah. You know, you probably watched it like 450 times. Yes. You know, I never get tired of The Crow. Yeah, the next thing I want to do is get the 4K release of The Crow.
Is that out yet?
It's out.
It is out.
But you need a 4K player. I mean, it looks so sharp, so beautiful.
That's going to be beautiful. So, well, this is amazing, Hector. I love it.
Thank you, man.
Bomber jackets, crew jackets, caps, t-shirts. Rapid fire, The Crow. We covered a lot here today. This is going to be a really great episode. And I want to thank you for sharing this with the guys, because you have some incredible pieces here. The prominence on them are top notch. I mean, right from the set of The Crow. So listen, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this special episode today in honor of Brandon Lee, who passed 27 years ago. 27, and, Hector's a huge Brandon Lee and Crow fans like myself, and I want to thank you guys for watching and joining us today. And once again, Charles Damiano signing out from the Bruce Lee collection here with my buddy Hector Martinez today.
Thank you, Charlie.
Saying thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
All the best. Guys. Charlie, I wanted to mention, I want to give thanks to A. Effendi for this amazing Bruce Lee t-shirt.
That is a nice one.
Isn't it awesome?
I've never seen that one before, and I have so many t-shirts. That is beautiful.
Such a great t-shirt. He picked this up at Midtown Comics.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, so A. Effendi,
wow.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to you,
Effendi. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, and
that's amazing.
That is amazing. That's amazing. And I just want to say once again, thank you guys for watching. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good.
Woo! Love it.
the bottom is the slapboard used by the director Alex Proyas during the filming of The Crow. And what's also interesting about this is the date, June 23rd, 1993,
oh, yeah, look at that.
which was the last day of shooting.
Right.
This wonderful quote from the book Sheltering Sky, where he says, "Because we do not know when we will die, we get to think of life as an inexhaustible well. And yet everything happens only a certain number of times, and a very small number, really. How many more times will you remember a certain afternoon of your childhood, an afternoon that is so deeply a part of your being that you can't even conceive of your life without it? Perhaps 4 or 5 times more, perhaps not even that. How many more times will you watch the full moon rise? Perhaps 20, and yet it all seems limitless."
Time to take her home, her dizzy head is conscious lady. Time to take her ride, it leaves today, no conversation. Time to take her home, take her home.